Okay, what we're going to do for you now is just show you how resilient the Survival First Aid Kit. Not only is the kit made of really tough, durable fabric, and the zips are extremely sturdy, and you've got these great little handles here, so that if you want to hang them up, it's very flexible with how you can store the kit. And what we're going to quickly do is just show you how resilient it is to water. Now, obviously, this is a little experiment. If you were to drop the first aid kit into a river or a ravine when you're out camping or hiking, then obviously it's going to get completely soaked. But in general, let's assume you're out in wet weather conditions. Could be raining, could be in a storm. Generally, a lot of car accidents tend to happen perhaps in bad weather when there's wet conditions on the roads. But let's just I just want to show you a little experiment here, where we're just going to put some water over it and show you, the kit. So, that's a pretty realistic situation where you could be out in some extreme weather, and you've exposed the kit to the rain for some time. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a break here, and then I'm going to put the kit back on the table for you, and we'll unzip it, and we'll see how the kit has weathered the storm. So here we are, we're literally only 10 seconds later. Here's the kit. You can still see it has got some dampness on the fabric, but basically most of the water has just run off. There's no tricks happening here. Let's just undo the kit and let's just have a look and see how it weathered the storm. Okay, so let's unfold the kit. Now, I think you'll agree that's quite impressive. We run the camera, you can see there's no surface water inside this kit at all. Now, part of the reason, in fact the main reason for that, is that whilst we've got this beautiful tough fabric on the outside, this is real tough fabric. Inside, we've then got another nice lining, and this is a very tough, heavy-duty nylon, which has been stitched together extremely well to the outside fabric. So as a result, there's no surface water which is inside the kit. Now, we'll be quite honest with you, if you were to submerge this whole kit, say in a river or a ravine when you're hiking or camping, then it is likely it's going to be exposed to extreme water conditions. But generally, if you're taking a kit, as I said earlier on, you're outdoors, the weather conditions are bad, generally you would have the kit stored in another bag or in the back of a vehicle, etc. And when you come to use the kit, it might be raining quite heavily over a period of time. But the beauty of the Survival First Aid Kit is that every item inside the kit has then got its own special cellophane covering. So we haven't got bandages exposed raw to the elements. They're all neatly wrapped up in plastic bags. Now, one of the reasons that it's extremely important that you've got a kit which has got all the items individually wrapped with cellophane or plastic, whilst it may not be ecologically sound, what it does, which is more important, is it maintains the professional nature of the items that you might need to use on an individual when you're treating them. Now, for example, if you were to have a kit which has got wet bandages, the scissors might be exposed to water over a period of time, these scissors are going to get rusted, the bandages are going to induce mould onto them, and that's one aspect that you really want to avoid. You don't want to be using items which have got rust on them or have got mould, because that's going to complicate matters even more for the individual. So it's imperative that any first aid kit you've got, all of the items inside are carefully wrapped with plastic and cellophane to protect them from the elements. But as you can see, that's the experiment. The kit is extremely waterproof. It's already drying quite well. It's still, it's damp, but in all reality, everything inside is nice and dry. So, we're not going to give you a 100% guarantee that it's going to be totally waterproof, but in general, most conditions, it's going to do the job that's required and keep it nice and dry for when you need it. So I hope that's of interest and you can see the benefit of that. And have a look at the other videos and we'll explain a few more things. Thank you.